All right, welcome to Gen X Rated Tuesday edition. How we doing, Billy?
Pretty good. Although I feel like every time I eat now, I'm feeling like vaguely nauseous because I'm so worried about getting explosive diarrhea.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I'm sure it's just my hypochondria coming through, but still, you can't be too careful.
Well, and it's like a dream. I mean, I can't eat fresh fruit and vegetables, but I can have all the Oreos I want.
Yeah, chow down.
I mean, they're
And
literally. Go ahead.
well, you can have some meat too, but you better watch out for the pinworms.
Yeah, our meat isn't great either, especially anything coming out of Venezuela, I guess. But yeah, I saw exports. There was a mistake. They fixed the numbers. We've exported 90% less meat than we normally had. So nobody wants to eat it, not even us. It's insane. To your point, though, cyclosporiasis,
Mm-hmm.
kind of what everybody's talking about. It's in 42 states right now, 215 cases in Illinois alone.
Whoa.
Infectious disease doctors advise avoiding fresh produce. Um, that's a tough one.
Yeah, it is, especially if you want to stay healthy.
Yeah, I mean, it's part of the food groups. I know they flip the pyramid so that you get a ton of protein and steaks at the top, or at the bottom. But yeah, you would think going to the grocery store wouldn't be such an issue. One positive was you can get strawberries pretty cheaply now.
Who wants them though? Especially and the raspberries too. And raspberries are always dicey. There's always a couple, even as soon as you get them home, there's always a couple that are like starting to turn or they're already wearing a fur coat and they're already starting to leak. I mean, I just gave up. I just buy them frozen because they're just a nightmare.
Well, and it's Driscoll, right? Everything is Driscoll. All the berries are
Hmm.
Driscoll. You can find some small farms from Michigan for blueberries and such, but it all depends on who your grocery store decides to buy from. But Driscoll
Hmm.
everything, and we've come to learn. Do your own research on that. They're not even farmers; they're chemists.
Yeah.
I mean, that stuff is so caked in you know so caked in chemicals to keep off the pests and maybe grow a little faster, maybe make it a little plumper. I mean, we don't even know what we're eating.
Yeah, we really don't. That's the scary part.
So
We
you can
just
see the
don't know.
symptoms. Sometimes you won't know for 7 days: watery diarrhea, stomach cramps, bloating, gas, fatigue, nausea. Usually rest and recovery 1 to 2 weeks. Some people have reported losing up to 10 pounds.
Oh,
Maybe try the GLP-1s instead. I don't know.
yeah. Or just
Pretty
stop
crazy though.
eating.
Keep in mind that the CDC quietly stopped checking for our food supply for these 6 pathogens, this being one of
Hmm.
them. No surprise there. Um, yeah, we just don't care. We've talked about this before with listeria and some of the frozen foods. That was like 8, 10 months ago. Now these Make America Healthy Again have been at it for long enough that, hey, let's take off 6 other pathogens. How bad could it be? I mean, Trump only eats McDonald's anyway. What does he care?
Yeah.
Hold the lettuce.
Yeah, right. Well, it's all part of RFK Jr.'s, you know, intention of making America healthy again by losing weight. So if you're trying to eat healthy, fuck that. Just get sick and lose 10 pounds. You'll be feeling great
That's right.
if you live.
If you live, yeah. Um, they've been doing the screening for almost 3 decades, so it's not something new. But this administration or regime is so far ahead of the curve that it's amazing what they come up with next. Um, the flip side is 30 to 40% of our food supply gets thrown out anyway. You might think you could go to Krispy Kreme after hours, but those things are in the dumpster on lockdown. Not for you,
Yeah, no. We'd rather throw it away than feed you.
pretty much. So then today they jumped out on Taco Bell. Somebody got sick that was a Taco Bell surprise. Uh, Not bashing Taco Bell, but they got diarrhea. I mean, anyway, so they talked about that going after them. They don't have lettuce fields. Like they wouldn't necessarily be a source. So are we trying to assign blame? Yes.
Hmm.
So that's Trump. Don't look at the CDC. Don't look at his people that stopped screening for this stuff. Just blame somebody else. Who cares?
Yeah, the place that's serving Mexican food. Hmm. Uh-huh. Blame the immigrants again.
Sure. Parsley, cilantro, snow peas, raspberries, mixed berries, spinach, salad mixes. I mean, you've been complaining you haven't been able to find a bag of spinach in 6 weeks.
I haven't been able to find the fresh spinach.
Oh, fresh spinach. Okay.
Yeah,
Don't eat the
bags
bag.
are there, huh?
Don't eat the bag is all I'm saying.
No. Oh, God, no. And if you do, saute it.
Yeah.
And make sure you wash it quickly, and you got to pick out all the duds, the ones that are already starting to turn and get slimy. Yeah, those bag greens are a nightmare.
Stew your fruits, cook your vegetables.
Maybe hang from a bar.
Yeah. We're back, baby.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to put this gentleman up. This all went down yesterday. What else is new with us?
This is just fucking horrifying.
Yeah, this was Juan Sebastian Guerrero, 26-year-old resident of Maine, leaving his house with his 3-year-old daughter who was in her PJs. He was murdered. Pretty much Renee Good, Alex Preddy, shot through the windshield. I don't have pictures of the car. They do have video because, of course, ICE doesn't want FBI with them because they have body cams on. But there's enough neighbors in this small area that there's plenty of footage. After they murdered this guy, they pulled him out of his car. He was dead, but they laid him face down on the ground, handcuffed him, of course, behind his back. And then he sat on the sidewalk for about 5 hours. No reason for this whatsoever. He was here legally. He was authorized to work. He had a permit. He had a social security number.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't even the target of the investigation. And he was an asylum seeker from Colombia. Murdered. Literally murdered. I don't know how else to say it. They fucking killed this guy.
In front of his daughter.
Again. So they were today, I guess the order came down from the Department of Homeland Security to cool it on these car stops. They said the guy rammed him. The video shows quite the opposite.
They said that about the man in Houston too, and that was all bullshit. These motherfuckers are just looking to kill people.
Renee Good too. What was she doing?
Exactly. I mean, these are just the worst of the worst. It's like fucking,
SS.
it's like Hitler's SS. They're just out there murdering people.
Absolutely
and
right.
getting away with it.
Yeah, well, maybe that's why we want to disband the International Criminal Court, keeping in mind that the U.S. is the ones that started it after the Second World War. But now that Netanyahu's been charged through that court, maybe it's time to get rid of it.
Yeah, because he's such a great ally to us.
Yeah, well, that's another story. Section 219 of the bill that's going through today combines us with the Israelis, our militaries. Horrifying. I hope you've called your senators because this is nonsense, but it is the reality. That's the NDAA 2027. Section 219 integrates U.S. and Israel military technology, creates a permanent U.S.-Israel military integration inside the Pentagon, which covers defense technology, cyber, AI, biotech, and intelligence. And what could go wrong there?
Everything.
I mean, it goes from us supporting Israel to being a partner with Israel, and they're dangerous, very dangerous.
Well, does that mean we can stop sending them $18 billion a year to our partner?
Probably not. Now, Tom Cotton went a step further and also slid into this bill the Intelligence Authorization Act, which makes it intelligence sharing with Israel nearly irreversible. So it limits future presidents from any oversight to this. Why? Did I vote for Netanyahu? Because I'm pretty sure I didn't.
Yeah, no. Do we live in Israel? No.
No. So that's a big one. That vote's going down today. Of course, Lindsey Graham's sister was sworn in today to take his spot because I guess we just go through bloodlines now. This isn't a democracy. It's just...
Dude, how is that even legal? I don't get that. Like,
South Carolina, the governor's allowed to appoint whoever they want until the election.
Unfucking believable. So you can appoint Lindsey Graham's dog if you wanted to.
If it's going to vote the right way, yeah.
Bark once for yes, bark two for no.
And no slight to Lindsey Graham's sister. She's suffered a great loss, but I don't even think this was something she wanted. I think she was kind of in the, grieving, and they just pulled her along. Today she was sworn in, and she will vote as Trump would like, period. So,
you know what? Maybe stand up for yourself a little bit. Your
well,
brother went way off the rail. And, you know, who knows? Maybe they told her, look, you know, we've got a lot of photos of your brother doing some really weird shit. So if you'd like to preserve his memory, maybe you'll just do what we tell you.
That's quite possible, too. It wouldn't be the first time.
No.
This is basically their MO and how they operate. They're bullies, and they'll do whatever it takes to protect their power. You know, you have Mike Johnson today spewing a bunch of nonsense. You know, maybe he's a little tired. He was working, he said, 22 hours, so he didn't even hear about the main shooting. I don't know nothing about it. And then he went on a rant about why we need to pay another $350 billion to the War Department. We're fighting communism, okay? Communism on our own shores. So he wants to double the national defense monies. Yeah, it's crazy. We can't have universal health care. We can't have educating our populace, but we can keep dumping money into this. And now we're worried about the communists. I mean, it's so silly.
Yeah, let's go back to 1950, shall we? Communist. This Trump regime has more in common with communism than it does democracy, than it does capitalism, because the way that they're fucking nationalizing it, the way Trump is just fucking profiting off it, him and his cronies, it's just like Soviet Russia.
Well, and look, you're absolutely right. Who invested in Intel? And then who, now that it was government owned, some of it, percentage of it, told Apple that they need to start using Intel chips, or else the tariffs get higher and higher. I mean, these guys, they're the real problem. They brought up Mamdani and they're like, oh, guys like him are dangerous. If you think you're getting something for free, look deeper. You know, this is straight up communism. But the GOP is standing up for American principles for you. Okay?
Yeah, the grift.
Then he lectured the free press, like it protects you too. You may not, you know, like all our policies, but it's because of the Constitution that you're able to be here. And it's great.
Really? Then why are you subpoenaing some New York Times reporters because they put out a story you didn't like about Air Force One? These people make no sense. It's just,
he makes no sense.
You know, his whole party makes no sense because they follow in lockstep. People like Mike Johnson working 22 hours a day. Really?
Probably
Who's
the
buying that?
worst House Speaker in the history of House Speakers, but that goes in line with the worst president we've ever had. And then, you know, the grift continues. Trump's sons netted $3.2 billion just in Pentagon contracts. Great job, everybody. You guys really are great Americans.
The greatest.
It's just crazy. The pendulum will swing, I feel, but we'll see when. And this guy will lie about anything, as we found out. I just got to put up Mike Johnson because his face is so punchable.
It is extremely punchable.
I mean, who wouldn't want to punch that guy right in the face?
Oh, I know. You know what? The only person that really likes Mike Johnson is Ted Cruz because there's finally somebody that's less popular than him.
Yeah. Great point. And there's your ICE. I mean, this is just business as usual with ICE.
It's disgusting. It's like Hitler's Nazi SS thugs.
And no accountability. Now, Texas does seem to be standing up. Here's this guy really shaking things up. Thursday, he's got a really big announcement. He's going to save it, but it'll be in prime time if he can stay up that late without falling asleep. Really big news about elections. They've uncovered some hacking, perhaps. I don't know.
Yeah, my understanding, and again, this goes back to the 2020 election that he lost. That's been adjudicated numerous times through many courts. Nothing
60.
found, but yet he's still beating away on that same drum. And yet, from what I have seen, he's going to come out and talk about how new evidence in the 2020 election, brand new evidence, foreign interference. Yeah, foreign interference, especially in 2024 from your friends. I mean, get the fuck out of here. Anybody that's still buying this bullshit is fucking dumber than I would have even thought.
Yeah, this election fraud 2020 is just kind of crazy. From the guy that called the Georgia Secretary of State and said, find me 11,087 votes or whatever it was. Now, Obama ran intelligence and these elections under him in 2016 when Trump won. Biden ran it the government and intelligence, and during the election, the Trump won 2024. The only problem we had was when Trump was in charge. I don't get it.
Yeah, there seems to be a pattern there.
Then he wants to come out and say that Warnock and Ossoff are illegitimate senators. He'd like them out now because of the cheating, which we're going to hear about on Thursday. Keep in mind that Warnock beat that Loeffler chick by 93,000 votes. Ossoff beat Perdue, which were both terrible candidates, I might add, by 55,000 votes. And that was with some thumbs on the scale the other way. Trust me.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's just disgusting. So we'll see how this goes, but it's just, this whole thing is just beyond creepy.
And keep in mind, in Georgia, at that time, the governor and the Secretary of State were both Republicans.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a Democratic thing. To that point, because our elections, we got to get ourselves shape up as a country, is what Trump said, or we won't have a country. The Heritage Foundation found that only 99 illegal immigrants are suspected, no proof, but suspected of voting in the last 26 years. That's why we need the SAVE Act.
Yeah. First of all, if you're an illegal alien, the last thing you want to do is be on the radar. You don't, and there's no payoff.
You're right.
Really? It's like you're planting a tree. It's not going to grow. You're not going to see anything for decades. So who cares? No, that's just ridiculous. It's a stupid argument.
Guys, from a tax basis, they pay in more taxes than Amazon and Walmart, et cetera. Phil and the corporation that ain't paying shit. These guys actually pay in. Mm-hmm. And then lastly, and we will see Thursday what direction this unhinged guy wants to go in about fake elections or whatever. I don't believe he took 7 swing states in this last election. Last thing Kamala Harris said was he's going to use the military against you. Maybe people should have been listening. So to that end, the National Guard is going to be staying in D.C. until the inauguration. The inauguration's in 924 days. That's $3 million a day to have 5,000 troops in D.C. That's going to cost us about $2.7 billion with a B to have the National Guard parade around D.C. because the restaurants are safer and blah, blah, blah nonsense.
And again, I don't think anybody's buying that argument either. He wants him there because he is worried. He wants to protect his ass. He wants to keep everybody away from him. He's got his little hidey hole bunker. And he doesn't want anybody near him because he knows he's stirring up some shit and people are going to be pissed. This is fucking bullshit. This looks like a government takeover, which they've been kind of sliding and scheming their way into it. But it looks like the fucking hammer is about to drop. This is horrifying.
It's pretty horrifying. We did talk about this a little bit last night. And, you start losing your ability to vote and you get clamped down in your own neighborhoods. You're not getting out to vote. You're not communicating with others outside. And you're basically under rule of this madman, essentially. Mm-hmm. Not a good highlight. But this guy will lie about anything. They finally drained the swamp. I mean, the reflecting pool. Oddly enough, they didn't find any slit, not a 10-foot slit or a 300-foot slit. They found tire marks. Yeah.
From a multi-ton vehicle rolling over it.
Or 2 or 10. Great time to visit Peepaw because you fucked it up. And they also did admit that the process of how they applied the paint was a mess. I mean, he hired idiots apparently, but
yeah,
par for the course.
Pretty much.
That's how you get Scott Bessent. And
and Lutnick and the rest of those clowns.
Yeah. He was on with who's the guy that did the tires again? Jesse Waters. He was on with him showing. Yeah, Munchin had that full stream of $100 bills because he was also at the Treasury. So Bessent pulled out another strip of hundreds to show Trump's signature on it. Oh, isn't this amazing? And you can't have a living person on our paper money. But I guess Coolidge on our 150th anniversary had a coin made for him. So, drum roll, Trump coin. It's coming out, baby. I don't know what it's going to be worth. Maybe 2 bits. Not sure.
Oh, God.
And then they asked Bessent about, do you carry cash? And he said, quote unquote, I don't have a lot of cash anymore. I'm a public servant. For the record, he's worth $500 million. I want to be that kind of public servant.
Yeah, right.
I mean, why just say, yeah, I carry nothing but small bills. Yeah, I carry nothing but big bills. Don't tell me you don't have money. And don't tell me that you don't have a lot of cash because you're a public servant. You guys are grifting all of us.
Yeah, exactly. We all know none of these people that they're that wealthy. They don't carry cash. Everything's paid for them.
Absolutely right.
And like Harry Truman said, if you're wealthy and a public servant, then you're a crook.
Yeah, well, I don't know. He did work under Soros when they hated him until they didn't.
Mm-hmm.
And then par for the course, the feds are hindering the New Mexico investigation into the Epstein files. Blanche is doing all he could and all he can. They're withholding the unredacted federal records from New Mexico. New Mexico is pushing back. They're trying to do as much as they can on the investigation without the feds' help, like that's supposed to be a thing. Yeah, I mean, you don't want the truth.
Well, they don't want the truth to come out, that's for sure. The whole thing's just shady as can be. I mean, what was in that caboose that they took away that was on the property that Epstein paid all that money to have delivered there? What was in there that we're missing? I mean, what the fuck? That whole thing is just fishy as can be. And of course, they're determined not to let any of that come out.
Not until some people start going underground, I guess. But can't happen soon enough.
Mm-hmm.
That's for sure. Yeah, and the Lindsey Graham thing, I don't know why the FBI would show up at his house. That seemed very sus. Nice little cleanup, 20 guys there. And, he really pushed to get those sanctions on Russia. He was not a big fan of Russia. Trump had a 90-minute conversation with Putin 72 hours ago. Within 24 hours, his buddy's dead. They asked him about it. He didn't really have anything nice to say. First time through, he didn't even mention him. So they asked about him, and he was like, he talked a lot. Wasn't everybody's cup of tea, but he wanted the SAVE Act. He was all about the SAVE Act, okay? SAVE Act.
He said, if anything happens to me, make sure the SAVE Act gets through, sir.
He said, sir, insert lie here. That was it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, they're making everything seem sketch, and you really shouldn't feel that way about your government, but it's kind of where we are right now.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to be able to vote? Can you wait till November? We're going to see. There's voting in early August as well, and we'll kind of see what they allow you to do. I don't know.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting / horrifying. And, first thing you can do right now is check your voting registration. Make sure you're still registered.
Yeah, that is key to get things started. I did want to point out, because these guys are so callous, yesterday, this is the Grand Staircase in Escalante National Monument. Trump was in the Oval Office yesterday giving away our lands because he doesn't care. You can see this is pretty majestic. It's in Utah. So he's shrinking 2 national monuments by 90+% in Utah. The Grand Staircase Escalante and the, what is it? The other one is the Bear's Ears. I think I have that too. Where are the Bear's Ears? Yes. Amazing. We've driven through there quite a number of times. There's significant dinosaur fossils, sacred Native American sites. But that doesn't, we can still drill, can't we? It's about the
drill. Yeah, drill, baby, drill.
This is the largest cuts to public land in U.S. history. 3 million acres of national monuments open to drilling, mining, and industrial development. Because who wouldn't want to develop that area? It looks amazing.
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
see it again. I put a couple of smokestacks down there, maybe some, I don't know, dig into some of that stuff.
Yeah.
So short-sighted. So 1.5 million acres of each will be turned into industry, which seems
a dystopian nightmare.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hellscape.
And I say all that while the World Health Organization, which we bailed out of because, what do they know?
Yeah, we don't need that.
We're going to start to run out of clean water very soon in the next few years. That's drinking, showering, laundry, dishes, mainly based on AI. So we're looking at water bankruptcy, which to me is terrifying. I mean,
That is terrifying. That is truly terrifying because that's the one thing everybody needs to live. And the wealthy will hoard as much as they can. Also, you don't have to go through all your emails because you can have your AI assistant do it. And AI will do this, and AI will do that, and AI will jerk you off, and AI will wake you up in the morning. And I'm just saying, this is fucking bullshit. This is a giant scam. They're just pumping up this giant bubble.
Yeah. Meanwhile, they're getting priority on the clean water. These facilities, these AI facilities need clean water. Then when they go to waste it into your drinking water, Jim Jordan in Ohio says, it's fine. That's business. It'll be fine.
Yeah, you drink it,
literally not filtering it into the streams and lakes. They're dumping it straight out waste into your waters. And I remember back in the day with Gene talking about Cleveland and the fires on the lake. Could be coming back because apparently we don't remember shit or care about the environment or the air that we breathe or the water we drink. I mean, I do.
No, well, the people writing the rules sure don't. That's that's a given. They don't fucking care. If there's money to be made for them and their cronies, they're going to sell us out. They're going to destroy the environment, and then they'll escape to their luxury hideaways.
Well, and to your point, water is extremely important. You can go days and days without eating, but you need water. So we'll see. Maybe that's the tipping point for people to be like, wow, I'm thirsty. It sure is hot out here.
I'll just drink beer. I don't need water anyway. I don't drink beer in my diet soda.
Don't give people ideas, Billy. My God.
You can have that idea. It's not going to keep you alive because here's something. Water is in all of those.
Yeah. I better fill up my cooler now.
I got to start saving my own piss.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, we could go on. I think the basics of this are this Thursday's speech about elections. Clearly, they're threatened by the midterms that are coming up. Clearly, people are not loving the policies the GOP is putting forth, and they're feeling it. If they don't, they're stupid because look around. People are upset by this. I had a conversation with somebody today who's very right-leaning American, and they've had their health benefits cut for disabilities majorly. But they felt, that maybe it's getting cut across the board. But to me, they're just casting people off the rolls. Healthcare is not a thing. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps. I don't care if you're disabled. I don't care if you're a veteran. I don't care if you're old. We talked about that the other day. You have to be over 84 in order to get what, Billy?
Social Security.
No, it was that for the insurance companies to do any kind of medical.
Work. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Not 80 plus. You had to be literally 84. And as the comment that told us, we probably will be dead by the time we're 84. So good on the insurance companies for holding out as long as they can to not pay. As we saw, United Healthcare made $6.2 billion in the last quarter. So they're doing okay, even without their CEO. All right.
Living on a fixed income, they are.
Boy, I'll tell you.
A lot of belt tightening going on there.
Lots. So pay attention on Thursday. The grift and the lying is real. Only one person asked for them to find votes in Georgia. And I still think that you could dig into the 2024 election and find out how Elon made those magic computers work in Pennsylvania and six other swing states, which seem ridiculous.
Oh, yeah. I mean, just fishy as can be.
Yeah.
Not to mention, promising people $1 million register to vote.
In Wisconsin, that seems illegal, but
Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, who wants to win $1 million? And I don't think even paid off on most of them.
No way. And what
I prefer to keep the $1 million.
It kept him out of jail, kept Trump out of jail, which is what they said they'd all be going to jail if they didn't win this election. So that was a big one for him. The downside is it's destroyed the rest of us. And we're coming on 10 years with this guy going down the staircase, 10 years plus. We've lost a decade, and I'm not getting any younger. And I feel really, really upset that we have to deal with the lies and the grifts and the cruelty, frankly. So here we are.
Yeah, when you think about where we could be, and again, man, I want to spend just one day in the alternate universe where Kamala won fairly, and just see what it's like when, things are different, things are changing, when people aren't being murdered in the streets because of their last name or because of their color. Where, maybe healthcare is more affordable. Maybe we're, protecting the environment and the drinking water. Maybe we're not starting a war in the Middle East that we have no idea how to get out of it. We're just going to keep doubling down, baby. The cabinet's not full of shills and liars and charlatans and creepers and suck-ups. So yeah, just one day. I'd like to spend one day in that universe.
Would have been nice. And we're seeing how the leadership around the world that has females in charge are really dominating. Mexico's doing great. They are getting universal health care. They are getting livable wages, and that's just passé. The Italian prime minister isn't interested in coming here, so she doesn't suck up to anybody. She also didn't allow their bases to be used for this war that Trump's waging. Trump did go back to Congress yesterday and did declare war again, so it's another 60 days of him doing whatever he wants to. It's not quite how it works, but baby steps with little baby Huey trying to understand government and law.
Yeah, with his little baby hands.
With his little baby hands and little baby cheeses. But, as long as his kids are doing well and making $3.2 billion off the defense contracts from our government, I guess all is okay.
Well, and I'm sure he's charging his kids a tax on those profits they're making too.
A little bit of a little taste.
They're going to take 50%.
They'd be okay with it.
No mind if I wet my beak, do you?
Yeah. He learned from the best, apparently.
Yeah, he did.
So jumping to some good news. Jean Carroll got her $5 million plus interest wired into her account. That does prove that we have a convicted felon in the Oval Office. Some people are okay with that because she just wasn't that hot. We've seen the pictures. She looked a lot like his type back in the day. And does that matter? No, he's a pig. I also saw Evanston, Illinois, ordered that all their flock cameras be removed because they were improperly sharing with all the Illinois data with the feds, which was not something that was agreed upon. In just a short 2 months, 72% of Americans oppose the use of flock cameras for government surveillance, which is basically what it is. Spoke to somebody today that had a car issue. When she went back to complain about the scratch, they had all kinds of snapshots and video of her car. And it was covered in bird feces at the time. So they were like, we have all these photos. We don't see it. Well, wipe it off. And there's the scratch. But you're going off these flock cameras? I mean, do some legwork. Send your adjuster out. Take a look at the car. What are you telling me?
Oh, what a nightmare.
It's crazy. And they use it for everything. People are still taking them down. So just be aware that they're around. As you said, at the grocery store, they're in many places.
They're everywhere. There's one on the way to the grocery store, and there's one in the grocery store parking lot.
Yeah. And maybe that's part of what these data places are for, just to store all your shit. Seems silly to me, seems short-sighted and unnecessary, but here we are. Apparently there's money in it, so that's the route we're going to go.
Yeah, money for some, but the rest of us just don't get shit from it.
Pretty much. Did you have a happy ending? Because I want to keep this short today.
After all that, no, I don't.
All right.
I'm going to be honest.
It's the All-Star game tonight, baseball All-Star game.
Mm-hmm.
Guy from St. Louis, Jordan Walker, right? Won the home run derby last night. Pretty impressive.
On the last pitch?
Yeah, apparently it was on Netflix. I didn't see it because I was on the ice with you, but they said they did a terrible job. You couldn't even watch it on regular TV, which is bizarre. That's got to be a first.
Yeah, welcome to the new age of entertainment.
Stream it, baby.
Yep.
And somebody asked Skeens, future Yankee, his thoughts, and didn't go over real well. I think that guy genuinely is a pirate until he's not. But they were kind of excited that him and Ashcraft, who made the All-Star game, did not pitch in it because they're getting ready for the second half of the season. So go Buccos, 3 games over 500. Let's see if they can build on that once the All-Star break's over.
Well, and leading the league in runs. I mean, what pitcher wouldn't want to stay with a team that's got that kind of, hitting talent? So maybe it'll be a good second half. We'll see.
I hope so. Again, get to July 28th. That's what you're looking for. It's 2 weeks from today when Steeler camp starts. Hopefully we'll still be talking about both things.
Let's hope so.
Yeah. Anyway, appreciate your time as always. And,
you too.
Nice job. And what else? What else you got? That's it. Maybe we'll come back Thursday. Maybe not.
We shall see. Who knows?
Time will tell. One day at a time, people.
Check your voting registration.
And check your voter registration.
Call your senators.
Definitely. This section 219 is nonsense. And it is going on today, which is Tuesday. All right, Billy, I'll talk to you later.
All right, buddy. Really nice job.
You as well. See ya.